discuss that and more as Dorothy Cassaseri.
Pay attention to every word Dorothy says.
Hey, I'm Wayne Brady, and I'm here with the beautiful Dorothy Cassaseri here on Celebrity Corner.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Cassaseri, and welcome to Celebrity Corner. Tonight, we have a special show for you highlighting the biggest night in Hollywood, the Super Bowl of the celebrity world, the 86th Annual Academy Awards. Who watched the Oscars on Sunday night? From the losers to the winners to the parties to the gossip and my favorite part, the fashion, it is the most exciting night of the year. Well, at least my year, I'd say. And it was such a great show, in my opinion. I thought Ellen did a fabulous job as a host. What do you guys think, Ellen? Yeah, she really kept it going. I mean, she made the celebrities, the A-listers, so relatable. Watching celebrities eat pizza in gowns, I just absolutely loved it. And the selfie, which we'll get to later in the show, the Ellen DeGeneres famous selfie that broke Twitter. I mean, it was just a great show, in my opinion. But let's talk about the most important part of the night, the gowns. And tonight I have an incredible panel. Joining me first, New York-based fashion designer Dana Max. Her looks have been worn by everyone from Margot Robbie of Wolf of Wall Street to Tyra Banks. Welcome, Dana Max.
Hi, thank
you. And a personal friend of mine also.
Thank you.
We also have season 11 Project Runway contestant, fashion designer Liana Aguilar. Welcome to the show from Project Runway. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And last but not least, it would only be fair to have a man weigh in. Am I right, ladies? Joining me tonight is radio host on Wired 96.5, DJ Bonix, who is also rapper Wiz Khalifa's DJ. Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Well, what a great panel we have, and I am dying to hear what you thought of the Oscar looks. So we kind of broke it down into a few different trends. I want to start first with this gold kind of rosy thing that we saw going on. Cate Blanchett, Academy Award-winning actress Cate Blanchett, who won for Blue Jasmine. She was absolutely gorgeous in Armani Privé. And we had Angelina Jolie in a similar kind of look, which was Elie Saab. Let's start with Dana Max. What are your take on these choices for these women?
I loved Cate just because I think the detail work on the dress was magnificent, and Angelina looked gorgeous, but I don't know, I think it was a little conservative, and it's very Angelina, whereas Cate, she's like such a fashion trendsetter. I loved it, and I think it's beautiful.
I agree with you. And also the thing about Angelina that's so fabulous is, you know, she recently had a double mastectomy after being, it was her mother who died of cancer, and she wanted to be proactive. And then she had reconstructive surgery, and I thought that dress was a great choice for her because she just looked absolutely fabulous. It's a hard thing, I think, to kind of come out after something like that. What do you guys think?
I think for Cate Blanchett, I cannot expect anything less. She's always amazing, one of the favorites in the red carpet. I love the dress. It's so beautiful, whimsical. The embroidery is something that always catches your eyes. And I love when someone that a little more fair skin wears something light. It's kind of like blends with your skin and the illusion of the nude underneath, and you just see like the little roses.
It doesn't wash them out. You don't think it washes them out?
I think it depends also the details. Sometimes it can, but in her case, your focus goes to that beautiful embroidery, and I think it really stands out.
Okay, I like that. Okay, DJ Bonix, we're going to start with you for the second trend of the night, which we saw this beautiful blues. I mean, the blues were so gorgeous. Lupita Nyong'o in a light blue, powder blue Prada, Sandra Bullock and Alexander McQueen, and Amy Adams in Gucci.
I really liked Lupita's dress. I was thinking about how there was a lot of small-chested cleavage going on, and I really like it.
Cleavage, I like
Which
that.
I like because it's not just pouring out everywhere, and I think she pulled it off real nice.
I like that a lot. Now, I have to say, you know, you don't have to be big busted to wear that kind of deep plunge, but in a way, I don't want to sound mean here, but I just think that maybe her chest kind of reminded me of like a 10-year-old boy. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying, with a little bit of a shallower plunge, I think I would have liked the dress more. What do you ladies think?
Yeah, I think it's like her princess moment, and she was like really the star of the night, and she should be doing her thing. We've never really seen her in these like princess gowns. She has been killing it on the runway. Oh my God.
She has completely stole the show as far as fashion is concerned for the award season.
Yes. But I did think it was a little bit too low. I've seen better on her, so she wasn't my favorite of the night.
And she's a beautiful woman. I mean, and she has the figure. So anyway,
gorgeous.
Okay, let's move on to black. Okay, black usually for me, two B's, black and boring. That's usually how I interpret black. I'm sorry, I just do. However, Charlize Theron in Dior, completely changed my mind on black. Liana, what do you think about that
I agree.
dress?
I loved it. It was my favorite black dress on the red carpet. I also agree, if you're going to the red carpet, why would you wear black? But she pulled it off. And I am so in love with the sheer details, because that creates, again, the illusion of the dress is just like, how is it there? It's so intricate.
The sheer
I love
straps,
it. Yes.
because from far away, it looked like, you know, something was happening, a part of the dress was missing, then close up you saw it was sheer.
Yes.
Is this going to be a trend that we're seeing now?
I believe so.
I hope so,
I
right?
hope so. I love it. Definitely using for my collection.
Now, what about Julia Roberts though and Givenchy? I want to get DJ Bonnick's take on this. I want the man's.
Well, for the black dress, I'm wearing black, so yeah. But there it is again, the not hanging out cleavage for Charlize, which I really like, and you know, I grew up watching her. And so it's a timeless classic look. It's not as sexy, I don't think, but I mean, you know, I'm a man, so.
Yeah, I thought her dress kind of reminded me of like a tablecloth or something, but either way. And then let's talk about the men at the Academy Awards, because I do not remember the men ever standing out as much as they did for this Academy Awards. I mean, the men brought it. So this photo you'll recognize is Ryan Seacrest, the host of E! News. The other gentleman you may not recognize, but it's my father from my wedding in October. And he set the trend because we had Jared Leto in a white tux jacket. We had Matthew McConaughey in a white tux jacket. What are your thoughts about this white tux trend? I want to hear from you, DJ Bob.
You know, I think in my senior prom in high school, I did like a half white, half black. But I noticed a lot of people at the Oscars are wearing just kind of like the classic black tux. But it's cool seeing that. I mean, yeah, your dad looks great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, viewers at home know my dad because we've shown my wedding video, and my dad's speech kind of tells the story. So he's a celebrity in his own right within the Celebrity Corner family. And Dana Max, what do you think about the white tuxedo jacket on?
I love it, and it's such an ode to like old Hollywood glamour. And Jared Leto, oh my God, like Lupita, he's killing it. He's so cool. He has this look about him that no one else is pulling off right now. I love him. And
he has the most beautiful hair. I mean, his hair was more beautiful than many of the women that night, in my opinion. Do you agree?
He has that ombre feeling going on. But I just said, okay, when I go to the hair salon, I'm going to bring his picture. I want his hair.
Well, thank you so much to my Oscars panel, Dana Max, fashion designer, Liana Aguilar from Project Runway, and DJ Bonnick. Thank you for joining me tonight. Stay tuned, because up next, we're looking at some of the best Oscars makeup and learning a trick or two from a celebrity makeup artist. Stay right there. Welcome back to Celebrity Corner. I'm your host, Dorothy Casaseri. When it comes to celebrities' Academy Awards red carpet looks, having a top-notch makeup artist is equally as important as having a show-stopping gown. And here with me tonight in studio is celebrity makeup artist D'Angelo Thompson, who has beautified big names like Ricki Lake and Melissa Joan Hart, among others, throughout his career. Hi, D'Angelo.
Hi, Dorothy. How are you?
Thank for being here.
Thank you.
So, Oscars makeup.
Yes.
You had some real standouts. Now, I just have to say, I felt like a lot of people showed up without too much makeup on.
More natural.
But it was more of a natural look. Okay, so let's start with Cate Blanchett.
Okay.
You loved her look. Tell me a little bit about this.
One thing I noticed about Kate's skin is that it was flawless and had a nice glow to it. And I'll show you a little trick how you can get that glow.
Oh, I like that.
And also I noticed soft contouring. If you notice, she didn't have a lot of blush color on.
No, she didn't.
Mostly contouring.
But I mean, is that a decision that you would make as a makeup artist, or do you think she was a little too pale?
That's a decision you would make.
Am I using the wrong words?
No, you're using the right words. That's a decision you would make as a makeup artist, but because she's older, you don't want to put too much color on the face.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Why? Because
I'm sure and also you must think about them drinking, and the skin warms up and you get more pigmentation, so you want to kind of stay away from the cheek color.
Oh, you know Cate Blanchett hit it hard later at the after parties. I mean, come on now. Her acceptance speech, I was like, wow, this woman has a lot more sass than I thought.
Yes, she does.
Anyway, okay, sorry, makeup. Okay. I'm getting off topic. Okay, now Charlize Theron, similar kind of a look, except she had maybe a little bit more eye going on?
More liquid liner. Dior liquid liner. Best way to say it.
Yeah,
you know?
And she was in Dior.
She was Dior from head to toe. So foundation. I think one thing with her is lashes. There are a lot of individual lashes, which I can show you as well. Just really beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know.
And also Lupita Nyong'o. Wow, what a natural beauty.
Gorgeous gorgeous young lady, and I think the main thing with her was the glowing skin.
Right.
You know, and there's not a lot of foundation. It's more highlight and cheek color, and then the lip stain.
We didn't see a lot of smoky eyes at this Oscars.
Which was nice.
It is kind of nice.
You
We're
know?
going more towards the natural look.
Yeah, true beauty, I think.
I think so too. I like what that kind of stands for.
Yes.
Well, this is exciting because we chose one lucky audience member before the show tonight for D'Angelo to beautify and recreate the red carpet look from the Oscars. So we would like to welcome up Anastasia, our audience member. Come on up, Anastasia, from Chalfont, Pennsylvania. Anastasia, welcome to the show. Now, Anastasia has the natural look going on with a little bit of a pink lip, right?
Yes.
So tell us how we can kind of recreate this at home, because the natural look sometimes is hard to create.
Yes.
Because it's kind of a less is more type of a thing. So there's a real technique to it.
There's a technique to it. The main thing is moisturizer. You must moisturize under your foundation and don't over powder.
Okay.
That's it.
So skincare is equally as important as how you're applying the foundation and that sort of thing. Okay, so walk us through what you did for Anastasia, who is naturally beautiful from the get-go. She don't need that much makeup, but she did get beautified by you, D'Angelo.
Yes, I did medium to full coverage, but I really lathered on a lot of moisturizer, actually Cetaphil. I put it under the skin, then foundation, a little bit of powder. My main focus was really to define the eyes, the brow. Then I did a strong one little swoop of liner and individual lashes in medium.
Right, because lashes were a big thing that we saw at the Oscars.
Lashes is key. If you want to go from day to evening, pop a few lashes in.
Do celebrities ever leave the house for big occasions like that without lashes?
No.
No.
The clients that I've done, no.
Okay, thank you for your honest take on that. That's what I figured, but I just wanted to, hear from the expert. Okay, so the lashes look gorgeous. And then talk a little bit about the choice of the pink lip.
Yeah, the choice of the pink lip, I did a lip stain.
Oh,
and there are now on the market, there are many brands with lip stains. So it's a nice fuchsia, but I patted it on very softly, not too heavy.
Okay.
And that's your base color. And then you can build on top of that. So
I have to be honest, her look reminds me the most of Lupita Nyong'o's, because she was really the only one that did the natural look, but then also did a pop of color on the lip.
Yes.
That's personally what I like. I don't know. Like a nude lip and a natural look, to me, kind of blends in a little bit.
It's like the perfect accessory. It really is. And
Absolutely.
like if you see her lip color, I'm just gonna punch it up a little bit more.
Oh wow. I like that. So you don't need to use an actual liner?
You don't need to use a lip liner at all. It's just a stain. So if you can eat the salad or drink the wine and you're fine, you're still doing okay.
I like that, because lipstick that stays on is key, especially on big nights like that.
Yes. And then we're gonna pop a little lip gloss just in the center.
Oh, I like that. And it's a beautiful color. Doesn't she look great, ladies?
This is good.
Wow. I absolutely love it.
And one more thing I'd like to do is just on the apple of the cheek. I saw a lot of great blush shades, not too rosy, more in the champagne color or a soft rose.
Oh, I really like the rose.
Just a little bit of color right here.
Well, thank you so much, D'Angelo Thompson, celebrity makeup artist. I mean, that was such a fabulous job. And Anastasia, our studio audience member, we appreciate you, being the brave one today, but you're always in good hands with D'Angelo.
You always look beautiful too.
Thank you so much. Cool. Anyway, up next, what the stars tweeted, Instagrammed, and Facebooked on Oscars night. We're talking the biggest social media highlights with two experts. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Celebrity Corner. I'm your host, Dorothy Cassasari. Sure, the entertainment news outlets have given us plenty of behind-the-scenes coverage of the Oscars, but there's no better way to see the night than through the eyes of the stars via their Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Joining me tonight to chat about some of the social media highlights of the night is Greg Litley, Director of Strategy at Iced Media in NYC, and Colleen Giannoni, Director of Social Media for Element Associates. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So, social media was a huge part of the Oscars this year, correct?
Totally.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about the selfie heard round the world.
Epic.
The selfie of all selfies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'll never take a selfie again because it will never compare to what Ellen DeGeneres did with all of those A-list celebrities, Brad Pitt, Angelina. Tell me a little bit about kind of, you know, it broke Twitter, is this right?
Well, it officially broke Twitter in terms of the counter. Twitter actually had to go in 45 minutes into the selfie going live because it had already hit 1 million. And actually had to extend their numbering so you could see all of the correct metrics.
And it was retweeted over 2 million times.
Yeah, well, as of
6 million.
Yeah, and as of now,
40 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
as
that
of
was
now,
then.
It's
probably even more than that.
It's over 3.5 million now. Yeah.
Why in your opinion, Colleen, why do you think social media was so important to the Oscars this year? They clearly were really pushing social media engagement.
I think because it gave people the average media consumer, the person sitting at home, who's also the person going to the box office and who's paying for those tickets to see those movies, see those stars, to really be a part of this process. Something that not obviously prior to social media's onslaught, you weren't able to do that. So it really kind of opened it up and gave participation to the average person, and you kind of felt like you were there with them and laughing hysterically when Ellen's pizza, her Spicoli style, as they were calling it, reference to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. If anybody's seen that, it kind of threw back to that, and you could kind of laugh and join in the actual process and the whole awards.
It basically personalized the entire experience.
It really did.
And whether or not you had 16 celebrities in a selfie, or you saw Jared Leto taking a selfie of himself on the red carpet, it totally made that experience more humanized.
Without a doubt. So let's move on to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Poor Leo.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Exactly.
So these hashtags were trending. Pray for Leo, poor Leo, give Leo an Oscar. I mean, he's been nominated 4 times. He hasn't won, and people on social media were outraged.
Yeah.
His fans were out in full force on social media, and there's 2 different courts. There's the Academy, who actually gives the awards, and then there's the court of public opinion, which tends to play out on social media now. So they were out in full effect, and they thought he should have won, and they took to Twitter, they took to Facebook, and they wanted their voice to be heard.
They even added to Tumblr. If you just kind of search the poor Leo hashtag on Tumblr, you would see all of these created GIFs of him crying, and then the award being taken away from him.
Oh, I saw that. So, it's like him in the movie Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
He's really crying because Juliet is dead, but he's crying next to an Oscar laying in the casket.
It's
Hilarious.
it's Leo crying face on repeat.
Oh gosh, I love that. And also the other thing that's interesting is there was a study done that showed that the social media sphere, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, if it was up to social media, The Wolf of Wall Street would have won for Best Picture in a landslide. Of course, we know 12 Years a Slave was the winner for Best Picture, but what are kind of your thoughts about the idea that people kind of have a say on Twitter now about the Academy Awards? Should the voting? I mean, it's not the People's Choice Awards.
It'll never go that way.
Should social media be able to influence the Academy in any way now?
I think it's definitely important. I mean, you feel as though those are the people that are actually people that are tweeting and are putting their opinion at the forefront. They're the people that are actually going out to buy the tickets to these films. So it's not surprising that such a box office hit like Wolf of Wall Street won public opinion as opposed to 12 Years a Slave, which was more of an indie hit.
Right, and that oftentimes does happen with Best Picture. It's kind of the more mainstream, the less mainstream film that wins. Okay, let's talk about John Travolta. Poor John Travolta.
This was kind of amazing.
Okay, so there's now a Twitter account called Adele Dazeem. Okay,
which has over 6,000 followers right now.
6,000 followers.
And there's other accounts too. There's multiple Twitter accounts now.
It's an amazing parody account.
It is actually hilarious. He tweeted. It's Spam Bullock instead of Spam Bullet instead of Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So poor John Travolta. He has dyslexia, and that's why he misread the name.
We would think he would in rehearsals he would memorize the name.
He would have practiced a little bit. You had one job to do: go out, announce the singer Idina Menzel.
But what I love from
she
this,
comes on, does her thing.
What I love from this is not just the parody account, but also BuzzFeed now has a John Travolta Say My Name generator, where anyone can go in and plug in their name, and then it basically basically translates it exactly to
I was
how
just
John
checking
Travolta
Facebook,
would say your name.
and it's all over the place. Everybody's
funny.
doing it.
Oh
What
my
your
funny.
name would be,
Yeah.
John Travolta.
My name would be like Gabriella Trititi. So it's funny.
Oh, it turned you into a woman.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Even better.
Oh my goodness. Now, in terms of this whole idea of people creating these Twitter accounts, we saw
Parody.
also Angelina's leg when she
yes.
had that very
leg
high
bomb.
slit
Yes.
dress. Well, what's the incentive for people to do this?
Well, there's
sort of
also
thing?
a Jennifer Falls.
Oh,
which
right,
is,
because Jennifer
with
Lawrence.
She falls
She fell
everywhere.
again.
She
Right.
fell during the red carpet.
Right,
so,
she
yeah.
fell up the stairs last year at the Academy Awards, and then
She
she
fell
fell
on the
down
red carpet.
on the
And
red
the red
carpet
carpet.
this year.
Yeah.
I mean, are you following these accounts? Do
I
you
mean, I
follow
think it
them?
just adds to, so the whole idea of kind of, tweeting and broadcasting during an award show is that idea of a second screen experience. And these parody accounts are born directly out of what's happening in real time. So I think it just kind of furthers along that like audience participation factor.
And
Right.
You know what? They're funny,
Yes.
and their people are creative.
And they're lighthearted.
They're
not-
lighthearted.
yeah.
They're usually not meant to,
Yeah.
they're just, it shows people's creativity who are actually maybe not out necessarily
it's
in the
so
creative
funny.
fields.
It's
but
so
it's
funny.
hilarious. So yeah, you do follow it for a little while.
Yeah,
usually,
it's
and then maybe
unbelievable.
not, but yeah.
I mean, I have to say, I love it being an interactive experience watching the Oscars now. How many people were tweeting or Facebooking or Instagramming in our studio audience? Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't just us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's really unbelievable that now, people can interact. You don't have to have a party and have everybody over and eat snacks and
global
pop
cocktail
chips.
party.
You can have
Yeah.
everybody over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I
you.
really appreciate it. And up next, it is giveaway time. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Celebrity Corner. I'm your host, Dorothy Cassasari. So who's looking forward to this weekend when we turn our clocks forward Saturday night and gain one more hour of daylight, right? One more hour to spend outdoors and one more hour to snack. And once again, our friends at Popchips are sending everyone in our studio audience home with a bag of Popchips. And one lucky viewer at home can also win a 3-month supply of Popchips by tweeting at Popchips and at Dorothy on TV with the hashtag #BringTheFun and tell us how you plan to bring the fun with that extra hour of daylight. And we have another fabulous surprise for our studio audience tonight. Everyone's going home with a jar of Los Angeles' Mulberry Street Pizza Marinara and founder Richie Palmer's cookbook. Mulberry Street Pizzeria is a favorite of stars like Sylvester Stallone and Dakota Fanning, and they flock to the many locations to get a taste of founder Richie Palmer's New York-style pizza. And now his signature marinara sauce is sold in Bed Bath & Beyond around the country, one of my favorite stores, and online at mulberrypizzeria.com. Viewers at home, we have not forgotten about you. Tweet me at Dorothy on TV and tell me who you love sharing a pizza with. And one lucky viewer will win the Mulberry Street Pizza full sauce line, including the marinara, the vinaigrette, hot oil barbecue sauce, and Richie Palmer's cookbook. And I want to leave everyone with one last thing before we say goodnight. So brands oftentimes send me different products to try. And the other day, after a spin class at my gym, Crunch, New York City, I grabbed the mail and I came across Sport Food Technologies Rapid Electrolyte Replacement Strips. So they're kind of like those Listerine breath freshening strips, but these replace the vitamins and minerals we lose during exercise, like potassium and sodium, providing increased performance and better recovery. And I don't usually love those bright sports drinks, like the red and blue ones. They have tons of sugar in them, and I always feel so bloated and gross, and plus they spill in your purse. So this is pretty ideal for me. And it was super easy. I just took it, it dissolved in my mouth, and I felt so great the rest of the day. I had so much energy, I was super focused, I wrote the script for Celebrity Corner, and I was totally hooked on the product. So check out sportsfood.com for more info and how to purchase. They're totally affordable at $5 for 12 strips. Anyway, thank you so much to my studio audience tonight. If you would like to be part of our live studio audience, email celebritycorneraudience@gmail.com for free tickets. And thank you so much also to Zoom Interiors, allmodern.com for my awesome set, and thank you also to Lulu's for my clothes. And tune in next Thursday night, 6:30 in New York on WVVH, 7:30 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware on WMCN, and also 7:30 online at DorothyOnTV.com. Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Dorothy on TV. See you next week.